Hello, please come in and take a seat.
Thank you.
You must be Michael.
Yes.
Right. Okay, and I'm Christine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, and it's now around 1:30. Have you just finished your lunch?
Yeah, I've just finished my lunch.
So how was your lunch break?
It was good. I just played some sport on the oval with my friends.
Okay. So what sports were you guys playing?
We were playing on the basketball courts, and we were playing this game called Around the World. There's like different points on the court, and you have to like try and each time you sink a ball, you have to get to the next point.
Yeah.
It's a really fun game.
I know that game. I used to love it when I was at high school as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know how to play it? Okay.
So you must have been running a lot.
Yeah.
Do you need some water?
Yes, please. That'd be good.
I'll go get it for you.
Thank you.
Here's your water. So Michael, did anyone ask you to see me today?
So my favourite teacher, Mr. Mack, he's my PE teacher. He mentioned that it would be a good idea for me to come in and to talk to you.
Okay, cool. So did your PE teacher, Mr. Mark, tell you that what I do for students or what's my job?
He just said that you work here at the school and you students come and like talk to you about things.
Yeah, that's basically what I do, and I'm a social worker at this high school. And what I do for students who come to see me is I stand by their sides and I offer support for them to in helping them to overcome any difficulties or obstacles in their school life.
Okay.
Yeah. And have you had any past experience of working with social worker before?
No, this is my first time.
Okay. So I hope this time will be your first time and a good experience.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So before we get to start our meeting, do you have any idea of confidentiality?
I've heard of the word before, but I can't really remember what it means.
It's alright. So confidentiality is basically like when you came in this room, everything that you told me is just a secret between you and me, and I'll never tell anyone unless you want me to do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you won't tell like my English teacher or my parents or my friends?
No, not at all. But there's an exception. Only if you are in risk of harm or you are in risk of harming others, then I'll have to let someone else to know about your situation and your information. Yeah. But before that's about to happen, I'll always make sure that I let you know first and try my best to plan an action plan together with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this all making sense to you?
Yeah, that's it.
But before our meeting gets started, I have one more little thing that I want you to let you know. Is that during our conversation, if there's any questions or things that you don't want to talk about, it's totally okay. And because there's things that I don't want to let others know as well. So yeah. But I just want to let you know that I'm asking that just because I'm worried about you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So our meeting today will last for 30 minutes. So what class were you meant to be?
I was actually, you saved me from English class. This is my least favourite class.
Is it good?
Nah, it's boring.
Okay, cool. So first of all, Michael, could you please tell me what do you like to do in your spare time or any hobby that you like?
I'm really, really, really into sport. Like I've grown up playing soccer, like cricket, bit of basketball and baseball, like every sport I've tried. I just mostly hang out with my friends and play sport, and usually it's basketball because that's my favorite.
Okay. So, how long have you taken to realize that basketball is your favorite sport? Like, how did you find it?
Sorry.
It's alright.
Well, I kind of like tried different sports growing up, and then my dad started taking me to this park near my house. We've got this park and it has like a massive basketball court, and we kind of like, he taught me how to play basketball. So while I was doing other sport at school, me and my dad would practice basketball, and I got really good at it, and so I started playing it at school, and then I got on like the basketball team, and it's been so much fun, and I found that I really love it, and I'm good at it, so I really like playing it 24/7 if I can.
So when you were small, you used to like playing basketball with your father, and now you are in the school team.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm interested about that you are part of the school team. Could you just please tell me a little bit more about that? Like, what practice do you guys usually do when you're in the school team?
Yeah, so, well, we basically, well, first of all, my friends and I, we try and practice as much as possible. So, like, during lunch breaks, we try and play a bit of basketball. We've got my PE teacher, Mr. Mack. He is my coach, my basketball coach. So we have sessions with him Tuesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon, and they last for about like an hour and a half. We do like lots of drills, lots of fitness work, we do a bit of gym. We've always also play like a game at the end. And then on Fridays, we go and verse other schools in competition.
Okay, so the school team is actually doing a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel to be part of the school team? Because I heard that our school basketball team is quite reputable among all the high schools in this state.
I love it. It's like the best feeling playing basketball with my mates. I'm pretty proud actually. Like we're doing, our team is, I think we're definitely in the top 3. We win almost all our games. So there's competitions coming up. So I'm very excited. I love it.
I would love to see you guys playing in the competition.
We've got one next Friday.
Cool. So apart from the school team, how do you think about the school?
Well, I think like other classes, they're really boring. Like I just can't concentrate a bit. Like it's just, they're just boring. English is like very like Shakespeare and stuff, and I just, it's so like bleh. I prefer PE. PE is my favourite sport with Mr. Mac, and we do different sports every semester, so it's really fun.
So you're only into sports and other subjects is like, no.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So how do you find your relationships with your teachers and your classmates? My sport coach and my sport teacher, we're pretty good. Sorry, good relationship. But my other teachers, they sometimes get a bit annoyed because I'm like just passing. Like I don't have very good grades. So sometimes they get very frustrated at me. Yeah. So do you have any like communication problem with them?
I prefer just to like not talk to them like sport.
Okay.
But one of them told my parents that I wasn't doing very well. So like my parents are very happy.
Okay. And you've just mentioned that you were playing sports with your friends during the lunchtime. So I'm just interested that how did you meet your
Sorry.
how did you meet your friends, and are they in the same class with you?
Yeah, so I got my friend like Matt and Isaac and John. We're in like the same PE class, but I only have English and humanities class with Matt, and the others I just see at lunchtime. So we've been friends since primary school.
Since primary school?
Yeah, it's a long time. I'm almost graduated. I graduate next year.
Okay.
So we've been friends for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So actually, you got friends. You got friends that are pretty familiar with you, and you're doing good at the school team. So, is school been a cheerful place for you? How do you feel about being at school?
Yeah, it has. It has been good, but recently I kind of stopped going to like sport training a bit. But besides that, it's been alright.
Okay, so you've just mentioned that you stopped participating in school team practice.
Yeah.
So, because I found that when you are talking about basketball, when you're talking sport, I think you sound like very energetic and very positive. So
yeah.
I'm just wondering what stops you from doing something that you value?
Well, basically at the moment, my parents are fighting a bit at home, and they kind of want me to get like better grades and like focus on like boring subjects because my sister she's in university, but when she was at school she was getting like A's and A plus and all these A's, and I'm only getting C's, C minus. So they're like, be more like your sister, and they want me to try harder.
Okay.
So I get in trouble, and they always tell me to do my homework, but I just want to play sport.
Okay. So would you agree that the most significant difference between your sister and you is that the academic performance between you and your sister?
Yeah, we were always like competing to get like to be better than each other, but she always wins. Like she always like with her academic, like even at university now, she is getting like top marks. Yeah, she's studying law, and so she's getting really like studying hard subjects and getting good marks. And, yeah,
she has been doing great at uni.
Yeah.
Okay. So but do your parents notice that you are doing great at your school team as well?
Sorry, I've just been sick recently.
It's alright. Do you wanna?
Yeah, thank you. Basically, what was the question again? It was about.
Did your parents notice that you are also doing great at the school team?
They don't really like notice. They just mostly notice my sister. They don't think. I don't think they know how much I love basketball and sport. But there's a competition coming up soon. I'm not sure if I should invite them or not. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure because I don't know what they'll say. I think they just want me to do my homework.
Okay. Oh, so what makes you doubt that if you should inviting them, because you think that they are not that supportive to you on sport?
I'm just not sure because like whenever I want to do sport, they're like, your homework is very important. So they like sport. Like I watch football with my dad and everything sometimes when he has free time. But they're just really, really busy at the moment and fighting a lot. So I don't know.
I'm just you've mentioned that your parents have been fighting a lot. So I'm just wondering what have they been fighting about?
I just need that I'm not doing well in school. They think that I'm not trying hard enough. So they always like fight with me, and if they're fighting with each other, I try and like if they don't notice me, I try and like go to the park down the road and play some basketball just to get away from everything.
So basketball also helps you to release your stress as well.
Yeah, it's really good to release stress. Yeah.
Okay, so do your sister involved in the fight as well, or?
Well, she's a bit smug. She always wins the fights because they don't fight about her because she's getting good marks. So when they fight with me, they're always like, why can't you be more like your sister? Like, your sister's getting good grades, like, you need to get a good job. So, yeah.
So, okay. So is it fair to say that your parent is fighting fighting about you because of your academic performance? They are worrying about your future?
Yeah, they're worried because I am graduating next year, and I think they want me to go into like business or law or like engineering or something. But I just want to do sport.
Are you all good?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can take a little rest and then we can. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just wondering, have you ever talked to your parents that how much you love basketball and how passionate you are to be a sports star?
I haven't really ever talked to them about it. And I guess they might not notice when I go to the park and play because I just go by myself. So maybe they don't know how much I love it. I'm not sure.
Do your parents ever spend time playing basketball with you? Like, I mean, after you are already like a grown up, do they?
They don't really have any time at the moment. They're really busy with like work and just like everyday life. But I used to do it with my dad a lot when I was younger.
Okay, so how often do you guys spend time together, like doing family activities?
Sometimes on the weekend. We always like have family dinner and then like talk at the dinner table. Sometimes I'll watch like a footy game with my dad if he's not like working late. So mostly weekends.
Okay, weekends. So you guys do spend time each other, but just a little.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So would you consider like the weekend time will be an appropriate time that you try to express your thought and your true desire to them?
Yeah, I could probably fit some time in on the weekend to have a chat. Maybe that's a good idea. To like maybe talk about like how much I just really want to be a basketball star.
Yeah.
And like my coach, he says I'm doing really well. So maybe if like I could talk to them and they could come to the match and they could meet my coach. Maybe that would help.
So what about inviting your parents to watch you participating in the competition next Friday, I think? Yeah.
That's I'm thinking that would be like possibly a good idea. And then if we like win the game, or if they come, they watch and they see how much I love it, maybe then they'll want to talk to me more about it. I think. Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Cause like from let me see if I get this right. Cause from what you said, I found that like your parents didn't spend much time with you, and they don't really have the chance to understand you, to know about what you really want to do. And I'm not sure, but I don't think they have much understanding of your passion towards basketball. And I know that you are playing really good. So I think if they get to know all about all these stuffs, maybe like their perspectives.
Sorry, continue.
maybe their perspectives towards your basketball dream will change a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it might make me feel like going back to practice if they are supportive of it. Because like instead of going to practice, I do my homework. So maybe if like they like understand more about me and how much I love sport, maybe then I could go, like I could feel better about going to practice and like and then I'll get even better because the competition's coming up.
Yeah, cool. So what about your sister? Do your sister how's the relationship between you and your sister? Does she know that you are in the school team, and does she know about that you always dream to be a basketball star?
Sometimes she comes to the park with me, and if like my mum and dad are fighting with each other, she says let's go shoot some hoops, because she knows that like de-stresses. So but when we're there, we always try and like beat each other. So we're very competitive, but we're close at the same time. But sometimes she rubs it in my face that she's getting good grades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what about telling your sister about your thoughts of being a sports star? And
I've mentioned it a few times, but I don't know if she thinks I'm serious or not. But she does think I'm good at basketball, because usually like I can only beat her in basketball. Like I beat her in sport, but she beats me in like the writing stuff and spelling and everything. So she knows that I like sport and want to do sport when I graduate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So would you agree that your sister is is supportive to you?
Yeah, I think she is. Yeah. When we're not fighting, she is. Yeah.
So you've talked a lot today. So let me see if I get this right. Okay. So what contributing to the change on your academic performance and engagement at class is basically because of your parents thought that you should spend less time on sport, and they're not that supportive towards your sports dream. Would you agree that? They don't.
I don't know if they know about my dream, but they're definitely not as supportive of like my sporting, like at school. They think I do it too much. So that's right.
Okay. Would you like me to if you want, your parents is very welcome to be part of our conversation. Yeah. And would you do you think it will be appropriate to invite them to into this conversation?
Do you mean like them coming into like a session?
Yeah. So I can chat with them, and you guys can chat with each other. Because I've noticed that you guys don't have much time spent.
That's possibly a good idea. Maybe I should invite them to the sport game, and if they don't get it, if they don't like understand, then I think that'd be a good idea. If they can come in and like talk as well.
Definitely. You don't have to like make decision right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's alright, because I understand that you need time to consider about it. Yeah. So after all those conversations, and what I would suggest you is probably you can you can express your true desire and your thoughts to your parents first, and as well as your sister maybe, and see if they will like get to know more about you. And do you think so? You think inviting them to the competition will be a good idea as well, right?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, and so and I've noticed that you are kind of like the argument between your parents is kind of influential to you as well. Yeah. So should we focus this part on our next assessment?
Yeah.
Next section. I'm sorry.
Next session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we do it during English class again?
Sure.
Sorry. Just
Yeah.
I'll give my parents, like, talk to them to come to the competition, and then maybe after that I could come and talk to you about everything. And how it went. Do you think that would be a good idea?
Yeah, it will be.
Okay.
So, is there a time frame that you are available to come to meet me?
Well, the competition's next Friday, so maybe like the week after, on like maybe a Wednesday after lunch.
Okay, Wednesday.
Is that
Yeah.
if it's okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
I think because then I'll be finished playing sport during like lunch, and so it doesn't cut into my sport time.
Okay.
Because I got to train and do my best. Yeah.
And so thank you so much for coming to see me today, and I really appreciate that you shared so much with me, because those information are kind of very personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't want you to tell my parents yet. Like I don't, all my friends that I've come here.
Yeah, I won't.
Because they might laugh at me.
So, and I really appreciate that you come to meet me today, and I really look forward to see you at next Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, can you write it down for me, because I might forget.
Sure.
Sorry.
Are you alright?
Yeah, just have some water.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'll put that in the bag. Are you here every day?
Yeah, I'm here every day.
Okay.
And you're always welcome to talk to me.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so see you next Wednesday.
Okay.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.